happy Saturday morning to you, but it'll be Sunday when you see this. But anyway, I'm working tomorrow too, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. I'm looking forward to work today, although I know it's gonna be slammed just because that's the name of the game. But I enjoy it as long as there's nothing too crazy going on. So this morning I've been getting ready downstairs. I think I mentioned that to you guys. I've been getting ready downstairs so I don't wake Maddie up. Well, I thought this morning I would go ahead and start my water boiling for my coffee, for my French press. So I put it in the kettle and put it on top of the stove and turned it on, and then I went back downstairs to get ready because it usually takes, you know, like 5-10 minutes to boil. So, but then I kind of forgot about it. And then I realized that the tea kettle was whistling. So I was really bummed out because I was like, surely this has woken the entire house up now. So I was panicked and I ran upstairs and I took it off the burner and I listened, but she didn't wake up. Praise the Lord. So, yeah, let me think. Oh, video. I didn't get a video up last night because it was so late by the time I got through editing and I had to go to bed for work. And so I was like, you know what? It was processing, like my computer was making the video. So I thought, I'm just gonna get it made, and then tomorrow, as soon as I get to work, I'll just upload it. I'll just set it to upload. That should be good. Should get uploaded fairly early for you guys this morning. So yeah. All right, so somebody had asked how I liked, or I was, you know, do I still like living in a smaller house since we downsized? And the answer to that is yes, yes, double yes. I really, really do. I feel like there's a lot of benefits to it. I mean, I miss the space a little bit in the other house. I didn't have to get as creative with organizing, and I guess the mess was spread out over more square footage, so I didn't notice it as much. So the only thing that drives me crazy is just figuring out how to contain like the clutter and the mess in the smaller house. I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to figure out if that means I just need to get rid of more stuff or get, you know, a little more like hard on my family about making sure that things get back into the proper place, or what that's going to look like for me, because I still struggle with it getting really messy and cluttered really fast. But I felt that way in the big house too. So maybe it's a family thing. Maybe it's I need to be more, you know, I don't know what it is. I just think that when you've got, you know, a bunch of people living in a small space, things are gonna just be a little messier. So to a degree, I'm okay with that, but I do feel like I am spending a lot of time picking up, you know, and like the room, like the dining room right off the front door, that room drives me insane because the table is right there when you walk into the door, and so it catches everything that is brought into the house, or, you know, just that space right in front of the front door, since there's no real closet there, which I think is the main downfall of that house. If I could do anything to the house, I would most definitely create a better entryway with a closet for coats and shoes. So that is my biggest complaint about the house. Everything else I love. Like, I really like being in a smaller space and being closer to my family. I think that in the bigger house, Jacob and Gavin and Alex, when they were all together, and even when Jacob was just, you know, it was just him, he was kind of secluded, you know. It was like really far away. I keep feeling like I have a hair in my mouth. His room was so far from the living room that you felt like you never saw him, you know. And when on the weekends, it was like they would go up there And they might as well have been in another house for all I was concerned, and I hated that. Number one, I didn't like the fact that I didn't know what they were exactly doing all the time. And I just wanted, you know, to be near them, to have, you know, just be around them. So their room is right off of the living room now, so I love that. I can really keep tabs on Jacob and Gavin and Alex and know what they're doing, when they're doing it. And I can peek my head in and say, what are you watching? You know, just make sure that everything is good. Because they're teenagers, or almost teenagers. Jacob's a teenager now, Alex is a teenager now. Gavin is 11, so it won't be long before he's a teenager. And you have to keep tight reins on those boys. So have to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I like having that room right there. What else? Yeah, I think it's just a work in progress right now with still trying to organize, still trying to figure out where things work best, trying to make it functional and also make it look good. So the linen closet was probably my favorite organizing project thus far because it was a complete nightmare. It was not even functional. And then after I organized it, it's staying that way and I love it. I love it. That is like my favorite little closet because everything is labeled, everything has a spot. I just really like it. So that's my favorite organizing project. My favorite little decorating project that I've done is my bedroom. I still absolutely love it. There's still a few things I want to do in there, but for the most part, it was completely transformed. And I just really like my bedroom. So that, let me think. Yeah, and then the most recent one that I did with organizing the school books in the hutch, that is working out very well, and it's really containing a lot of the clutter that was sitting around and driving me crazy. So I like that. So it's just a work in progress. Miss Maddie has entirely too many toys right now, so I'm trying to figure out, I don't want to get rid of them. She's only 2 years old. I'm going to do with her probably what I did with Mason, is just pack away half of her toys and then just do a rotation like every 3 months. I just feel like that will make me happy. I don't want to get rid of her toys. Like, she has so many really nice toys and toys that she got for her birthday, and I mean there's some that we can get rid of that we've picked up like at thrift stores and stuff that she really doesn't play with or doesn't need. But for the most part, I think we could do her justice by just rotating. So that is my next project here in the future. That was a big old pothole. Is to do a toy rotation for her. I still need to get her bed out of the storage building and get that put together. What else? So that's coming up. Oh, the biggest and most challenging, I think, is going to be the boys' room, which I still have not tackled. And mainly the reason why I have not tackled Jacob's room is because of money. Like, I want to make sure that I get what I want as far as furniture goes, and I just haven't had that chunk of change to go and spend on a new furniture set for his room. So I'm just like hanging by a thread, letting him stay in that room that looks like, I don't even know what, it looks awful. And but we're dealing with it for the time being until I can get some money saved up and we can buy the furniture that I'm wanting to buy. So I have finally made my mind up about what I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy a bunk bed set that has a trundle bed under the bottom bunk. So that is 3 separate beds, so that when Alex and Gavin are over, everyone has their own space to sleep, and then we can slide that trundle bed back underneath the bottom bunk when they're not there. And so you're not losing any floor space whatsoever. So Jacob will still have you know, a good bit of floor space. And then I want to get a small like IKEA, if it's, I don't know if it's going to be IKEA, because I would like for it to match whatever bunk bed set we get, but hopefully like a real slender dresser, something that doesn't take up a lot of space. The one that's in there now is so old and it is so bulky, and that room is so tiny that we have to be, I'm going to have to be really, really cautious about how much floor space we're taking up. So my ears pop. Yeah, so that room has to be repainted. I really despise the fact that they hang a blanket from their window, but that's what he chooses to do. But I'll probably do some type of blackout curtain, because they like their little black lights and stuff like that that they turn on, and they like it dark when they watch their movies and play their games and all that jazz. So yeah, that's gonna be like a massive project that I have been like putting off and putting off and putting off because of money, number one. If I had the money, I would have already, you know, went ahead and purchased all the furniture and done all that, but like I said, that will come later. With all the car trouble and stuff that we've had to deal with, it's been like, draining. So, that is another project. And then I'm trying to think if there's really any more. What do you think? Mason's room, he's pretty much done. Yeah, I mean, we've made a lot of improvements since we moved in. A whole lot. Actually, and not a lot of time either. So I feel good about that. So that's good. But, and then the other thing I was gonna chit chat about is we are planning a camping trip in a few weeks, and I am so excited. I am so excited. We have a lot of camping stuff, and we have not gotten to use it a lot. So I thought for spring break, just for a couple nights, we're gonna take a trip up toward the mountains, and we're going to stay at a campground. It's right in front of a creek, and we're gonna have a big family camp out. So this is gonna be tent camping. We have, like I said, we have a lot of camping gear. We have like screened in little houses, you know, the screened in, what is it called? Like, oh, what is it called? Canopy, like a screened in canopy. We have that. We have a pretty decent sized tent, but I'm getting ready to buy one on Craigslist that I found that is brand spanking new. It's a Coleman 9-person cabin. It's like a 9-person cabin. So I'm getting ready to buy that because I found an awesome deal on it, and she still has it. I asked her yesterday, so we're gonna get that. And then we'll be practicing setting that thing up at home before we leave. And then we also have like a little pop-up like potty room. It's like this tiny little like room, and then you put like a little portable potty in it. So we have all this stuff, and I'm like, why aren't we camping? You know, we need to be camping. So we're going on a camping trip. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I just cannot wait to be with the kids and my husband on a weekend and not have to worry about anything else. Like no housework, just hanging out, having fun, you know, making good food, relaxing, fishing, just doing all that kind of stuff, because we need that so bad right now. And I'm looking forward to it so much, so much. So that is our big plans coming up. I can't wait. I know it's a lot of work, and it's gonna be kind of crazy with all the kids, but the tent is so big. It's actually a 14, let me take a sip, hang on. It's actually a 14 by 10 feet cabin, and the ceilings of the not cabin, but it says it's a cabin tent, but the ceilings of the tent are 7 feet tall. So it's like a little house. It's like a little house. So that will help. I think that will help with the comfort of, you know, the experience. So yeah, I'm just super excited about that. Just the whole campfire, everything about it, I love, can't wait. And this campground is so awesome. It actually has a little petting zoo It has playgrounds. It actually has a place where you can rent tubes and go tubing down the creek, but it's gonna be too cold for that. But it'll be kind of cool if we decide to come back this summer and camp, that we could do something like that. What else does it have? Just lots of area to ride around, have fun. I want the kids to bring their bikes. Maybe we can, I'm trying to think how we were gonna do that. You know, maybe my husband could take his truck and we can pile it all in there and maybe take 2 vehicles. We'll see how we work it all out, but it would be so nice if everybody had their bikes, because I have a nice bicycle. My husband has one with a little kiddie seat on it, and we could all take bike rides throughout the campground, which I think that would be so much fun. So that's one of our favorite things to do when we go to the beach, and I'm just so looking forward to it. If you can't tell, I am really excited. So that's coming up, and the kids are excited about that. What else is coming up? Carowinds is getting ready to open in a couple weeks. Mason's ecstatic. He cannot wait. It is like the biggest event in his little life is when Carowinds opens. So we usually get seasons passes for that. They have like an easy pay system that we usually do, where they just take like a little bit of like a small chunk of change each month, draft from your bank account. So we usually do that because it tends to be a little on the pricier side for the season, but it pays for itself in under 2 trips, so it's well worth it. We use that as like our main summer fun, and you know, after you pay that and get your season's passes, every time you go, you're not spending any money. You can go and have a blast and spend literally nothing. If you bring water and you pack a few snacks, you don't have to spend a dime. So it's well worth it. We enjoy the water park. There's a huge new water park section to it, and we're excited to try that out, and the kids just love it. So that's coming up. So you guys, I'm sure will get so tired of seeing us at Carowinds. If you have been following me for any amount of time, you remember last summer we were at Carowinds like every other day. That's just what we do. But it's fun. The kids love it. I love it. I enjoy it too. Probably just as much as they do. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm contemplating joining a pool. There's a private pool in our area, and I probably won't though, because the Carowinds passes are so, you know, expensive, and then the pool membership is very expensive. Well, it's not like crazy expensive, but it's expensive. It's expensive. It's more expensive than I'm comfortable with, really. But the kids really do need a pool, and all the homeschool kids, well, not all of them obviously, but a lot of them join the pool, and so they have like get-togethers throughout the summer. So we'll see if, you know, finances allow. We may do that just so that the kids have some fellowship with friends, good fellowship with friends over the summer. That's my main reason for doing that, so that they can stay connected, have fun, you know, be a part of like group activities and stuff like that. So I am almost at work. I have been chit-chatting for, good grief, probably 20 minutes now. I will see you guys after work. Have a great day. Bye.